Right. So I think I figured out why my liver got so painful, and then my liver, my spleen, just back and forth. And it's all because of the seat, my car seat, the backrest was degrading over time. What I'm sitting on is degrading over time too, but the backrest got pretty bad. So I tore it out, and that was not easy. And the past 2 days now I've been without it. I've just been using cushion and some boards, some wood boards I had in here to serve as a bit of a prop. It's comfortable. I drove a short distance with it. I slept in it. And yeah, my ribs feel a little twisted and out of place and painful at times. That's been reducing, and I think I'm getting better. I think that really was a problem. It wasn't diet. It wasn't anything else. The cold made it worse. It wasn't a blood clot. Wow. People are so quick to turn to blood clots. 42-year-old man, I could be at risk of a blood clot, I guess. But that's definitely not what happened here. That was because I was resting on a broken seat that was digging into my lower rib cage and causing twisting. I think I was popping the rib cage inward or something, as I really couldn't get very good relaxation on any position, just sitting like this. It got to the point where it was just way too painful. I couldn't even relax in my own car, so I had to remove that seat. And now I got pillows behind me and blankets just to prop me up instead, and it feels much better. The pressure is not on the lower rib cage, the bottom part of that lower rib cage anymore now. And that just came as a surprise, what happened. I mean, it just happened so suddenly, and I was so confused. It's like a couple months ago, my spleen started hurting and I couldn't move, and then I got better for a few weeks. It just went away. I mean, I didn't do anything seriously different with with the car seat, except I kind of suspect that it was this thing resting my lower rib cage against this. I thought I could use that to prop myself up more, and then I got that pain, and then I stopped using that and got better for a few more weeks. Then the pain came back, and it seems like maybe the seat then started to dig into me. I maybe has set the precedent with that seat. The thing that really confuses me is that 3 months ago, I had that serious pain in my calf, which people would call DVT. That surprised me. See, these pains that come up, they surprise me, and they're hard to explain. But I have to look at my habits, and it's unusual for people to live in their cars, and especially sleep in some bad seats like this. So I can't expect experts to understand what I'm going through exactly. I was thinking a chiropractor could have helped, but I think I got it figured out on my own now. I went through a lot of stress, a lot of pain. I couldn't breathe. I had to take very short, shallow breaths because of the rib cage was really bad. I think it's maybe still inflamed a little bit, but it's not as bad. And that felt deadly. Like if I had to do something very stressful, I couldn't run. I couldn't do anything very stressful because my ability to take breaths was robbed. And I was at of serious risk with just this pain. The doctor, when I went to the emergency room, just out of confusion of what was going on, the doctor could have given me some strong painkillers, but I don't know how the painkillers would have progressed my learning of what my underlying problem was. What if I did take those painkillers? would I had just taken painkillers and continued to use the seat the way I did. It's like I needed that pain to serve as a guide. It was awful, an awful experience, but I needed that. I needed to keep the pain. I did give in at times with aspirin. It was really, really bad. The aspirin didn't seem to do much, though. But I used the pain as a guide, and I was just trying to listen to the pain. I'm like, what's the problem? Is it really my car seat? I really didn't like the decision to have to remove my car seats. I wanted to keep this car intact as much as possible, but when things get too bad, I got very frustrated, and I actually enjoyed removing that back seat, the back rest, because I was just so frustrated with that seat, and it has resulted in a positive result. Now I just need to find something that'll work for a backrest. Maybe a little better when I was thinking like a particular, maybe I can go to Home Depot and have a board cut in a certain size to have sit back there. Actually, now this is an advantage because I can lay down on my stomach a little bit more flat. And that's a heck of an advantage to have. The seat was propping me up a little more than I cared for. So let's see how this all advances. But this I guess is preliminary. This is 2 days. I feel like I'm getting better. It's just a little report about this incident.